Pablo, not possibly your preferred starting 11 on Saturday. How do you make tweaks? What's the adjustment for how you approach the game on Saturday, or do you?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I think we don't want to change what we've been doing, right? And so I think just putting players. There's two simple ways to break down what Vancouver's been doing in our build phase, right? And giving them these two simple options, right? This is how we do it. And then again, allowing them to play what they see, right? They understand our structure, they understand the movements we want to make ahead of the ball. And now it's really identifying those. And when you have a group that hasn't really necessarily played together a whole lot in preseason, that might not come off. So then what's the reaction to that? So what I'll be expressing to this group is we have to have great reactions when things don't go well, because there's a good opportunity because of the lack of cohesion in the group that it's not going to look as polished. No problem. Compete the right way and have good reactions when the ball turns over. And I think that's the best way to get guys playing in the flow state. Understand they're going to make mistakes, but having good reactions, because again, if we give a ball at the top of our opponent's box, but we have good reactions, that could be a great opportunity to score goals. And so I think with this group, we'll have a ton of energy and a ton of competitiveness. And so we just got to find moments to create the quality that we might not otherwise have.
You mentioned could be 3, 4, 5 games before you get to that preferred 11. How does that change your expectations? Is it more about the process, or you obviously want to win games, get results?
Yeah.
But how does that kind of change the mindset?
Yeah. Well, again, I think everything has to be done through process. I think the chasing results without a process is a dream, right? That's being wishful. If we stay true to what we do, and basically what we'll do is analyze all the phases of the game, right? Whether it's attack and defending, transitions, set pieces, we'll analyze all these things. And so for me, it's really building upon performances to be able to then really display what the game model looks like with the players that we currently have, and then it's about putting the players that we currently have in the best positions to be successful. So again, not just putting this player because he's better than this player, but putting a player that can express that tactical aspect of his position the best way he can, and where does he fit, on the right or the left. And so I think a lot of this will be geared towards process, knowing that that's the only way we can affect results. We can't just say, yeah, I want to win, and we have 6 or 7 guys that aren't in there. But what are we doing as a group to really understand the way we want to play? And so every game will give us more information, and from that information, we'll just keep building upon it. And again, that's why I'm saying, like, competing is the most important thing at the weekend, because if you stay in the game long enough, you're going to get opportunities to win the game. And so every game will probably have a different theme, but for this particular game, it's really about going with a winner's mindset.
And any updates on who's coming into the squad, coming back from injury, or maybe who be?
Brad, I'd be lying to you if I told you I knew anything. I mean, that's why today was just we typically do a walkthrough. We don't know. Tomorrow we're waiting to see if 2 guys with visas will be available, and right now it's highly doubtful. And then we're waiting for 4 guys that got injured yesterday, as to whether or not they're going to be available for the game. So we're talking about, what is that, six different players? So all that we don't even know as we sit here today. We'll find out more tomorrow, and we might not find out until Saturday if one of the guys can fly to Vancouver. So everything is really tentative, and that's why, for me, it's not so much about who's going to be playing, but what's the mindset look like if all these players aren't available.
The last question for me: you've been involved with a lot of opening day games in your Major League Soccer and other career. How would you express how it feels to just regular fans? Is it like the first day of school? Is it Christmas Eve? You get butterflies?
Yeah.
How do you approach? What does it feel like?
Yeah, well, for me, I'll give you a personal story. For me, I think the first day of school is a really good one. And because my name was always hard to pronounce, especially my last name, I was always cringing at the moment, like that it was my turn to go. And I kind of was filled with anxiety, hoping that the teacher said my name correctly, right? So I think it's as the whistle starts to blow, you're just full of all these different emotions, right? You want to do well. This is a wonderful opportunity, but it's a big stage. It's the home opener. There's a lot of people watching. And so that's why I say the first 15 minutes in these home openers are really, really cagey, because their players are going to be feeling the same way. They're at home. They had a great year last year. They want to repeat. And we're here going, All right, we're going away from home. We're going to a really good team. We're playing on turf. There's so many different emotions going, and that's why the first 15 minutes is really about staying in the game, competing the right game, letting the air drop, and then letting your quality show.
Thank you. Do you get a new backpack and stuff, or?
Hey, that's it. Backpack, folders, books. Yeah. All right, guys.
Thank you, Pablo.
Yeah.